everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. A couple weeks ago, I posted a video of the $200 shopping list, drugstore versus high-end. I'll have that video linked down below. I had a subscriber write in, and I actually remembered to keep the screenshot on my phone, so I'll put it up here. But she said you could do a recommendations / what I'd buy with an X amount gift card from different brands too. And I thought that was a really fun idea. So I screenshotted it and I got it on my list and I really wanted to do it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna be doing two different brands today. Some of like my most loved brands and brands that I've been purchasing from for a very, very long time. So I'm gonna be going through both Pur Cosmetics and then also Sigma Beauty. I'm gonna be saying if you have a $150 gift card to each of those websites, what is it that I would recommend to you? What is it that I would suggest? Yep, that would be good to use your gift card on. So I hope that you guys are excited for this idea, and thank you to Siobhan for writing in the suggestion because I thought it would be really fun. So if you wanted to see what I would recommend with these gift cards to Pur and Sigma, why don't we go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so first off, I'm going to start with Pur because if you are new to my channel, Pur is one of the makeup brands that I have been buying from for like 10 plus years. So I thought it would be fun to start with them. So I have a couple products here. Like I said, I'm going to be doing $150. I couldn't decide between 100 and 200. I kind of had them both out there, and then I thought, let's just go middle ground and we'll go 150. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I am going to be going off of their website prices because I'm saying if you have a gift card to them specifically. So instead of doing like a Sephora or Ulta or anything like that, it's going to be to the brand's websites. So that's where I am getting the prices from. But first up, from Pur Cosmetics, an eyeshadow palette. Like, this was one of the first things that popped in my head when I thought of Pur, and it is their Trolls eyeshadow palette. I really enjoy this eyeshadow palette. I've said really good things about it on my channel, and I still definitely agree with it. I would still recommend it. It went away for a while. It was limited edition because it's in collaboration with Trolls and DreamWorks, but when it came back, I was telling everybody, it's back in stock, it's back in stock. If you want it, go get it. I think the quality of these eyeshadows are really, really good, and I really do enjoy the colors. I like that you have enough neutrals in here to create, you know, kind of like your more basic go-to look, but then you also have these really fun pops of colors in here. These blues, like this teal and the blue is really gorgeous. This hot pink is really fun as well. That orange, I swear, almost every time I go into this palette, that orange somehow makes it onto my face. It just does. I just really enjoy that orange. But then you also have these really nice shimmers as well, and again, the quality of this eyeshadow palette I think is really, really good. On the Pur website right now, it is listed for $23, which I don't think that is a bad price. You get a mirror with it. It's nice and easy to travel with as well, and I just really enjoy this palette. I've recommended it quite a bit. Next up, I want to recommend a mascara. This is such a good mascara, and every time I put this mascara on, I'm like, oh yeah, dang, this is a really phenomenal mascara. This is the Big Look Mascara. I was going to say the Pur Big Look Mascara, but it's from Pur. But this is the Big Look Mascara, and this is just a really freaking nice mascara. It's $21, and this is what the wand looks like. It might not look like anything too crazy because it's kind of like a thicker wand, I would say, but it does amazing things for the lashes. I pulled this out the other day to use it when I was doing a no lash look, and I was like, yep, it's still, I mean, it's still just freaking phenomenal. I think I mentioned the Pur Fully Charged mascara. I think it was in my Empties video, and I said, you know, I like that mascara, but I was like, there's another Pur mascara that I love more than that, and I couldn't think if it was called Big Look or Big Lash. It's Big Look, and I would highly recommend this one. If you're someone who doesn't wear lashes and you don't mind investing in mascaras, this is a really good quality mascara, not only to give your lashes length, but also volume, and that's what I need because I have really short lashes and also really thin lashes, so I like a mascara that does both, and the Big Look does both for me. So another palette that I wanted to recommend, there was other palettes that I could recommend also, but I wanted to include this one in addition to the eyeshadow palette because I actually really like this one for face shades. So this is the Gold Digger palette. Again, if you are not new to my channel, you have seen me recommend this several times over. It's been in favorites videos. This is just one of my favorite palettes, especially for the face shades in here. I think it is a really cool concept though. It does have a mirror, and then it actually pops up. These are called the vanity palettes, and it's because you can pop up the mirror to kind of create your own little vanity. I especially take these traveling with me quite a bit because I like how it pops up and it's just easier for me to do my makeup. It does have eyeshadow shades over here, but I especially love the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight. I think all three are absolutely stunning. This one is on sale as well on the Pur website right now for $25, I believe it is. It's originally listed a little bit higher than that, but I saw it was on sale for $25. I think these are also limited edition because there was another one of these vanity palettes and I don't see it anymore. So if you would be interested in something like this, I would highly recommend getting it because it is on sale and I think it's gonna go away, but this is one of my favorite palettes. I recommend it so much as well. These you've probably never heard me talk about, so I'm really excited to share about these. These are the Pure lashes. So no, I love the Pure lashes. These are my favorite lashes. I talk about them all the time. I'm always recommending them. I just highly enjoy them. When I was making the list together, I immediately put Diva and Bombshell on my list, and then I was like, no, just pick one. And then I was like, no, I love both. And typically when I purchase the eyelashes from Pure, I just purchase them, I purchase both at the same time. I purchase Diva and Bombshell, and I wear them both. Maybe I wear Diva just a little tiny bit more than Bombshell. I thought I would just do Pure and Bombshell. I love the Pure lashes. I'm always recommending them. I think that they are so easy to apply. I've reused them multiple times over. Just some of my favorite lashes. They're $14, so if you picked up 2 pairs, I would recommend Diva and Bombshell. Next up, I have an eyeliner that I want to recommend. This is the Pure on Point Eyeliner. I only have one shade so far. It's the brown, and it's in Down to Earth. I want to get more of these because these are really phenomenal eyeliners. They are very creamy in the waterline. They show up right away. They don't tug or scratch at the waterline, which I appreciate so much, and they're also very long lasting. Another really good thing about these is that they are a self sharpener, so you can see like on the tip here, it says sharpen. So when you put the cap on and you twist it, you're actually sharpening the pencil at the same time, which I think is great. So you always have, it's called the on point, you always have a sharp point to your eyeliner, which I think is awesome. You don't have to worry about sharpening it yourself or anything like that. One of my favorite liners. I definitely want to repurchase more of these, and I would highly recommend. These are $19. And then the last item that I have on here is a skincare product. Pure does have an entire line of skincare. If you are not familiar with that, they do have more than just makeup. I like quite a few of their skincare products, and I set them all out the other night when I was making this, and I was like, if I had to pick one skincare product, what would be the one that I would really recommend? And because I love moisturizing and I think it's such a key step in skincare, I went with the Soak It Up Intense Hydrating Moisturizer. First of all, I think this packaging is just awesome. It's a $34 moisturizer, and I mean, I feel like it just looks like an expensive skincare product, right? I think the packaging is awesome, and then the moisturizer, you get quite a bit of product in here. It says it's intense hydrating, and you can tell like right as you're applying it to your face, you are getting that instant hydration. And for me, and for the winter that we have been dealing with, it's snowing again outside. I don't know what the lighting is doing because it's like, it's dreary out, but it's snowing at the same time. So I wasn't sure if I should pull my ring light out. So I don't know what the lighting is gonna look like in this video, but we have had a really cold winter, which means I have been very dry. So this is a moisturizer that I reach for quite a bit. So I would recommend Pure Skincare. Like I said, I've tried out a lot of their different products, but if I had to recommend one item for you to try out, to start trying out the Pure Skincare with, and you have that gift card, I would do the Soak It Up Intense Hydrating Moisturizer. So all of that should equal, from the Pure website, exactly $150. I was like, whoa, spot on, girl. I was pretty proud of myself when I put that list together and I added everything up. I was like, ooh, am I gonna be close or am I gonna be under? Right on $150. So those would be my top recommendations from Pure Cosmetics. So next up, I want to move over to Sigma Beauty, and I did want to include Sigma because I feel like Sigma is one of the brands that I actually get asked individually quite a bit. I get a lot of like Snapchat messages, even emails from people saying that they're about to make a purchase from Sigma and what is it that I would recommend. So I thought this would be a cool one to add into this video. I think the #1 item that I recommend the most from Sigma Beauty, especially when people are telling me they're starting to build up their makeup brush collection, is the Most Wanted Makeup Brush Set. It's with 5 different brushes in here, face and eye brushes, and these are all some of my absolute favorite brushes from Sigma. So I highly recommend getting the set, which I believe is $73 on the Sigma website. So it comes with the F80 flat kabuki brush. This I feel like is one of the most like well-known, most loved Sigma brushes out there. It's a flat top kabuki. I use it for foundation, and it's just one of those like staple foundation brushes that I've always had in my collection. I've started purchasing from Sigma even before I had a channel, and they're just really nice, high quality brushes. You do pay a little bit more with Sigma, but they last really long. All of my brushes, I've never had a brush fall apart on me. I've been able to clean them several times over, and I've never had any issues with my Sigma brushes, so you definitely are getting quality brushes out of them, and the F80 I just feel like is a staple. The next face brush that is in there is the Tapered Highlight. This is the F35. Again, this is just like one of those classic highlight brushes, but it's really nice for dusting on highlight, and it's actually what I used. I used a different brush that I'm going to recommend, but I did use this brush today for my highlight brush. So this is the F35, and then there's also 3 eye brushes in here. The first one here is the F40. This is like hands down one of my top recommended Sigma brushes. I love the F40. It's the tapered blending brush. It's just a big fluffy blending brush, and this is the one that I used today to buff that first color into my crease. This is just a staple. It comes with me traveling all the time. I have to have that 40 in my collection. The other one I feel the same way about. This is the E25. This is just called a blending brush. This is just a bit smaller and more dense. I want to concentrate a color on the outer part of my eye, or if I really want to blend something into my crease but have it be a little bit more precise, I will use the E25. Again, I'm always recommending the E25. And then the final brush in there is the pencil brush, the E30. A pencil brush is just something that's needed in your collection, and this was a brush that I didn't have in my collection for the longest time, and when I finally got the pencil brush, I was like, oh, yeah, I should have gotten the E30 a lot sooner. This is just really nice for lash line work. You can place shadows on the lower lash line, you can add them to the inner part of your eye, or you can even use this for crease work as well, like really detailed crease work. You can use the pencil brush for it. So I would say that this brush set with the 5 brushes in the most wanted set, I think this is the item that I most often recommend when people ask me about Sigma brushes, because I think it's a good value and you get 5 really awesome quality brushes. So the foundation brush that I did use today, and this brush is just so good. This is the 3D HD Max Kabuki brush. This is a big old brush. I mean, like, look at her. She is a big brush. She has all these different kind of like angles to it. So when you are doing your makeup, this is super, super quick at applying foundation. Again, it is what I used today, but because it's so large and also because it has these nice angles, you can get into every part of your face. You can get by your nose, you can get in between your eyebrows, and it just makes the foundation work so quick. I love to travel with this one because when I'm in a hurry and I just need my foundation, this is the brush that's doing it for me. It is $27. It's a pricier brush, but it's one that I use. So I think this is probably my most used foundation brush. Once they came out with this, because it is a bit newer, this I think replaced my F80 as my most used foundation brush. I just think it's really quick, really easy, and I just have nothing but good things to say about this brush. The next item that I would recommend is also a newer item from Sigma. I really wanted to include something in their brush cleaning line because Sigma, I feel like, is most well known for their brushes, but they're also very well known for brush cleaning and taking care of your brushes. They have several different items out there. They have brush cleaners, they have gloves to actually like clean the brushes on, but one of my favorite items as of recently is the newer product to them, and I feel like it's just kind of a 2-in-1, so I really enjoy it for that reason. It's called the SigMagic Scrub. I did review this in a video not too long ago, but I did want to mention it. It's $19. So on the back it has these little suction cups, and I just suction it to my sink, and then what you do, this is what it looks like on the inside. I just used it, if you can't tell. And then so I suction it to the sink, and then this is actually a cleaner. So this is what's actually cleaning your brushes. The white in here is a soap that is cleaning your brushes, disinfecting them, getting the bacteria off, getting the makeup off, and then it also has these little ridges in here, so it's actually going through and really cleaning out all of the bristles. And I really like the 2-in-1, so I thought I would recommend this over doing the like SigMagic foam or liquid. I would recommend both as well. And then also purchasing a glove, which I would recommend as well, and I have. Instead of getting both of those, this is just really nice, quick, handy, and easy to use, and this is kind of what I've been going for when I am cleaning my brushes. I keep finding myself pulling out the SigMagic because it's just super easy. I love that it's hands-free and I can just stick this to my sink and clean my brushes that way. So this is the one that I would recommend, and again, the SigMagic Scrub is $19. Alrighty, I can tell the lighting is getting worse and worse. I probably should have just pulled my ring light out. I'm trying to learn how to make videos brighter when I edit. I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm gonna have to do it for this one. But we're almost done. I just have 2 more items left. Like I said, Sigma to me is most well known for their brushes, brush care cleaning, but I also do like some makeup items from them as well, so I wanted to recommend a few here. This one here is the Wildflower Palette, and this has eye shades and face shades, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much. I really love all-inclusive palettes, not only for eye looks, but when they also include face shades, it's just a bonus for me. So it does have a mirror here, and then you have 4 different eyeshadow shades. The beautiful terracotta blush here, and then a really, really nice highlight. I like these shades as well, and I like it because it's a really simple palette, but sometimes I just need that simple makeup look. I need to go into a palette and just, I know exactly what I'm getting out of it. I know what eye look I'm creating with it, and I feel like that's what I get with the Wildflower palette. So I've taken this one traveling with me quite a bit, and I think it's because I really like just being able to reach into it, and it's quick, simple, easy, but also getting a really nice quality eyeshadow palette, and this one is $36. And then the final item that I would have to recommend is one of their liquid lipsticks. This is also newer to Sigma, but I really enjoy their liquid lipsticks. I mentioned New Mod in my top 20 nude and pink lipstick shades, and this was the one that I actually mentioned, and I said if you'd want to see a colorful one of that, which a lot of people said yes, so I have it on my list. But Foxglove from Sigma is one of my favorite shades, just like hands down. I love this shade. Whenever I wear it, I get so many compliments on it. It's such a different color for me because I definitely do prefer nudes. It's like a bright blackberry pink type of color, but I think it is gorgeous and I love wearing it. I really do like the Sigma formula. It's a bit on the drier side, but it's not irritating to my lips and it doesn't look unflattering on them, but it's really, really long lasting. These are $15, I believe it is. I just think they're a really good liquid lipstick formula, but Foxglove, especially if you like these kind of brighter colors, I would definitely recommend this one because this is a favorite shade of mine. So with all of those products from Sigma, the total was $170. But I am a Sigma affiliate. I do have a discount code for 10% off them. So if you were to do the 170 and then you were to use my code, which is Samantha, it would be 153. Hey, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That is pretty darn close. And usually with Sigma, when you do place an order, if it's over a certain amount, they also throw in a free gift. They change it from time to time. Sometimes it's like a mini brush. I've seen a full-size brush. I've seen some makeup products in there as well. So typically you will also get a free product in there. So I know I kind of cheated a bit because I have a code, but if there's a code out there, I don't see why you wouldn't use it. You don't have to use my code. You could use someone else's code, but getting at least 10% off, I mean, that took us from 170 to 153, which I do not think is bad. So I only went $3 over on the Sigma one. I think that's pretty good, but I feel really solid in all those recommendations that I gave. And that would be what I would suggest for your $150 Sigma gift card. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for today's video and sharing my gift card recommendations to Pur Cosmetics and also Sigma Beauty. Of course, everything will be listed in the description box down below. I will have everything linked out there as well. If you guys would want to see more of these and see more brand recommendations, please do leave me some brands down below because I would absolutely love to do it. I had so much fun creating these lists and I thought it was a really good idea. So let me know, of course, if you want to see more of these. And as always, if you did find this one helpful or enjoyable in some way, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video.